Hello, welcome to the class. This is another phase of the class where we'll be talking about creating your online store itself. I mean, the store itself, the store with the products, the store with what people would see. I hope you understand that. So, for you to have, for you to reach this level of the class, I believe you know about the application that we are using for the class, which is the Whatshash app. So, we have talked about my bees, we have talked about CRM. So the next thing we are going to talk about right now is the store. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you get value out of this video. That's how we roll here. We subscribe and we invite our friends if we get value, when we get value, which is very sure. There's no how you would, come across this channel and you won't get value. Okay, so straight to the point. When you see this category, I mean this store thing, when you see your store like this whole area, this is your store. This is where you deal with your products. This is where you deal with what people see, how people order, how you ship the products to them. This is where you deal with your payments too. So this phase is very, 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 very important, and I want you to pay attention. So when you get to this phase of the store, the first thing you have to note or where you have to go to is categories. Go to categories. I hope you can see the categories. Now, what does category mean? Category mean, more like your niche or your sub niche, the breakdown. If I'm into fashion and, I make, let's say, men wears, female wears, and then I make baby wears too, or let's say, wedding dresses. Categories will be, okay, wedding dresses. My categories will be the male wears. Why? Because I'm breaking it down so that way it will be easier for people to see what you do or for them to know where to go to in your store. Okay, so I created these categories for you to see that you can have as many categories as you want to have in your store. Now let's create our own new category. We use the plus icon here. Can you see that? I hope you can see the plus icon there. Awesome. So click on the plus icon and then you add category. Now, let's say the category I want to, use now is perfume oils. Perfume oil. That's the name. You input the name of your category, whatever the category it is. If it is ebook, if you're someone who is an online tutor, if you're someone who is a freelancer, a content creator, whatever it is, just put the category here, more like a breakdown. Okay. So the next thing is to notice whenever you see this status thing, it always has to be with the blue. That means it is active. When people see the status active, that is when they can see the product in the category. If you make it inactive, they will not see the category, they will not see the products. So even though you are selling that thing, people will not see it in your store. Do you understand that? Awesome. So make the category, make the status active, forgive me, and create. It's as simple as that. I'm telling you, everything here is as simple. You just need to follow step by step. So can you see the perfume oil category here? And can you see that it is active? This is very important. It is active. That's one. Then the next thing for you to go to, where you need to go to here, is the products. I hope you saw the products. Let me go back so that I need to break this down for you because you need to get value out of this class. Okay, so click on the products. Now can you see, I want you to note this. Look at this place. We just created our category, and can you see that it's showing there? These are other categories. These are other categories. And like I said, you can create as many categories as you want. So keep creating as much as you have. Just keep creating the categories. Okay, so under each category, first thing is create your category. Then your products are inside your category, or should I say they are under your category? Do you get that? Like your products are under your category. Awesome. So add a product under the perfume oil industry. So let's say I want to sell a 3 mil what fragrance now? Let's just say any fragrance, or should I say there are a lot of fragrances. Let's just say 3 mil fragrance. perfume oil. Okay, now can you see, if you look at this, you see that it is under the category of perfume oil. If you want to put it under any other category, you can easily select it here. That's that. Now I want you to understand this. Can you see regular price and selling price? Good. Now the difference between regular price and selling price is, if normally I sell this perfume oil for 1,000, 1,000 naira will be my regular price. While if I want to sell now, I'm selling for 700. 700 will be my selling price. What do I mean? When you use regular price, it means regular price is higher than selling price. So it is like you are giving the people a discount. Is that clear? If you are someone who uses Jumia, you see them, they will put a strike through on one number or one price, then they will now give you a lesser price. So the advantage of this is people want to buy like right now when they see that formerly, like or before, the price is 1,000, you're now selling for 700. Who does not want offer? Who does not want discount? So the advantage of this is when you have discounts to give. Do you understand? It is when you have discount, or maybe you are doing promo, you have offers, so you can just put this in it. I hope that is clear. Now, quantity option means the number or the measurement or the quantity that you have in your store. So if this is active, if this is in blue, it means it is active. It means you want them to know the quantity you have in store. So for me, I don't like using this, but for those that would want to use it, I will explain. Now, how many bottles do I have? It means how many bottles do I have? So let's say I have 200 bottles in store. Then what is the unit? The perfume oil should be in milliliters, right? So this is milliliters. Now this is the unit. Now if I'm not doing perfume oil, if I'm doing um let's say I'm selling shoes. Yeah, I can, and maybe I have 200 pairs of that particular, please note that it has to be of that particular product. You can't say, okay, you have 200 shoes when there are different sizes, when there are different things, or maybe when there are different colors. No, you have to make sure a product is as detailed as you want it to be, so that when the customers see it, it would attract them by itself without you even doing any talking. Do you understand that? Awesome. So if it is shoes, I'll click compare. So basically, I don't like using it, but it breaks it down. Like it gives you more, it gives your clients rather more information. Okay. So let's just say I'm making this inactive. Now the photos, I will always advise you to please put your photos. These photos, it is very, very important. In fact, I will advise you to use at least two photos. If you don't want to use much photos, use at least two. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out for the details and everything. And then you click on this icon, this tick icon here to say you're done. Can you see that it's there already? Cool. So let's say I'm using another picture of perfume oils, and remember to zoom in, zoom out. Just do whatever you want, just do your thing. Just be yourself. This is your business, this is your thing. Awesome. Okay, our product description. Now this is your selling point. What do I mean by selling point? Your product has to describe itself. Like put in as many details as you can. Tell them what your product does, so that even if somebody that does not know you, somebody that has never heard about you, sees your link, the person would you know um be convinced without you having to even connect with the person, so to say. So let's say this is angelic, should I say aroma? Is aroma a word? Yeah, like is aroma the right word in this thing? Okay. Angelic fragrance. Then how many hours does it last for? Let's say it lasts for 300 hours. Actually, don't exaggerate. I'm just trying to make this, just tell them everything about your product. Um okay, so let's say it lasts for 24 hours. Then what else? Sweet fragrance. Why should they buy? Just tell them everything about the product. Why should they buy that product? That's what this is all about. Then your SKU. SKU means stock keeping unit. Now let me break it down. It means the variations of products that you have. if I'm saying, okay, I have 3 ml of fragrance perfume oil, what are the variations that I have in my shop? Let's say it has color 3 ml blue, that's one, 3 ml red, 3 ml white. So my variation will be three, like in that case. So I can just say, okay, three. But really, I want to advise people to put this, because it kind of limits what you do. Just put in your product, maximize that ad product for one product so that they would know. Then if you have a website, this is what your URL is for. If you have a website or you have something like that, remember that these things are optional. So if we don't put them, nobody will come and apprehend us, so to say. Now the next thing is out of stock. Are you following me? I need you to follow back to back. Out of stock. Now, this should always be inactive. Yes, because the moment your stock runs out, or the moment you tell them it is out of stock, they would see it, but they will not be able to place order. So even if your product is in stock, but you have forgotten, like you forgot to tell them, or you forgot to set it to in stock, and you now said it is out of stock, that means people will not be placing order. Because how you tell me something is out of stock and I'll still place order? It does not make sense, right? So always make sure it is inactive. Always make sure it is inactive, just to be on the safer side. Okay. Then this the status. Remember, we dealt with status when we're in categories. Cool. So the status means that is the product on ground. Something like, can they order for it? So it's better you always put this to make sure this is active. Make sure this is active. I don't want you to just, you are not zombies. I don't want you to just, okay, do this, do that. No, I need to give you reasons why you need to do it, because you need to be able to understand this. So when you are done, you can just click on create. And if you feel like everything you did, you don't like it, you can always click on reset and start all over again. So we are clicking on create here. The next thing we'll be going to now is our dashboard, our product dashboard. And I can't wait to show you a product dashboard. Trust me. The next thing now is our product dashboard. This means the breakdown, like for you to see everything. How many orders have people made? What is the total revenue, like the total amount that you have received, that has been paid, the total items that you have sold, the average order value. I mean, it means the average amount of the order. If something is, let's say one product is 200 naira, another one is 500 naira, the average of everything that you have made. Now, it is important for you to know that this thing is as a result of like the period, like the time frame. So this is between April 1 to 30, more like just for you to check your progress. So let's say I want it to be this year, 2021. I can always apply it, and it will bring something for me. Now, because this account is new, that's why it's still showing me 000 everywhere. Then your payment status, who are those that have not paid, but they have added it to cart, or they have ordered, who are those that have paid, who are those that they want to return it, and they are seeking for refund. Then the order status, meaning concerning the products. How many products have they ordered for, rather? How many are you still packaging? Then how many have you shipped? If you are someone that ships your products, then okay, is this one delivered? It gives you the breakdown of everything so that you'll be able to follow up with everything and know what's up in your store. And imagine this being digital. You can just do everything on your phone. Isn't life that easy that way? I mean, life is just easy that way. So the orders that were cancelled and closed and all of that. Then top products means the highest selling product. I mean, the products that you sold the most at that particular time frame. Remember that everything that we are doing here is based on this time frame. Do you understand? So if you set it to another thing, the products might be different. Because let's say in January I sold perfume oil the most, but in February I sold shoes the most. It's definitely going to be different. Okay. Then your top customers, we are still going to talk about this, where you have your customer details. Okay. Your top customers is the person that orders the most, like that bought stores from you the most. Then your revenue, this is going to be like a chart, something like this, you know chart like this, now, something like that. So it's going to show you if your revenue is moving up or coming down at a particular time. Same thing with your sales. Revenue is what is coming in, and sales is what is going out. Are we together? So basically, that's what your dashboard is all about. The next thing is the orders, your orders. Okay, so let's move quickly to the orders. So this is telling me no orders available yet. Why? Because it's a new account. I've not used it. My customers have not bought anything. But when you start using it, you would see the orders on ground. This way, you'll be able to know, okay, this person ordered for this product. This is the order that I've delivered. This is this, and that. You'll be able to follow up with these things. I hope you understand that. Okay, so the next one we have dealt with categories, products, dashboard, and others. The next one is badges. You really do not need this. I want you to know that you really do not need these badges. Is just like, okay, this person is the best person. You can just put best, then a color, an emoji. So your badges you can just and then you just create. You just like, okay, this is the grade, more like you grading something, giving this person a badge, and you are like the best customer, you are the most frequent person that visits the site, things like that. That's all about badges. Okay, then the next thing is shipping. This is for those of you that you ship whatever you sell. Shipping is very important. If you know you ship your products, first thing is you have to enable it. Since you ship, I mean, even if you move it inside the Badon, it is still shipping. Please, you need to note that. Even if you move it inside your, not just your state alone, even if it is around your local government area, it is still shipping. You need to note these things in business. Okay? So how do you charge? Is it like there's a flat rate of, okay, anywhere the product is going to, your flat rate is 500 naira? Or there's a percentage that, okay, if you order for a product of 1000 naira, the percentage is 10%. Meaning, if I order for a product of 1000 naira, the shipping charge, the amount that I'm going to pay for shipping is going to be what? That will be 100 naira. So this is going to be on 10%. Please note the difference. Flat rate is the money like that you are collecting. That you are saying, okay, this is the amount. Nothing happens, nothing changes. I'm collecting 2000 naira for shipping. But if it is going to be percentage is 100% maximum, right? So meaning, let's say 50%. If you are buying a product of 2000, you are going to pay 1000 naira for shipping. Awesome. Now, this is saying your shipping is only available if order is lower than. I won't want you to do this. I won't want to do. Although some people do it, they are like, okay, when they are making products of, let's say, when you buy something of 100,000, they will tell you shipping is free, right? That is a very, very good business strategy. But if you don't have a strategy like that, please make sure you don't put anything here. You can just put zero or leave it at zero. Please, do you understand what I'm saying here? When you are setting this, put a particular amount, like put it at zero. If you feel like, okay, if if you are ordering for something that is lower than 10,000, it means if you order at 10,000, if you buy product at 10,000, you get free charges, free shipping rather. But if you are ordering for 9,999, you have to pay. So if you are not offering any discount or any of these promos, just make sure it is at zero. These are simple mistakes that we make in business that we ought not to make. Okay, shipping charges note. This is when they want to, order and they are ready to pay for the shipping fees. Maybe you have a message for them, something like, thank you for ordering products. Please note that, okay, please note that the products take a minimum of let's say 2 weeks before they are delivered. Okay, awesome. So that is, they will know that, okay, it is after 2 weeks that I'll get my products and everything. Remember that you have to enable this. Always remember that, don't forget. Okay, and then you go to save. That's all for shipping. Okay, then the next thing is checkout. Checkout is at that point where they want to order. At that point where they want to order, like things they need to know at that point where they want to order. Okay, minimum order. If you are not someone who is a high class something, so to say, please pass minimum order, just let it go. It means that the lowest amount of order that you can take on your site is 500. So if you put 500, it means even if I have 499 naira, I cannot place order. I hope you understand that. So it means even if I have 500 naira, 499, pardon me, and you're saying your minimum order is 500, I cannot place order. So it's always better for you to, just leave this here. Then the form, this is very important. Your form is like an information. It gives you information about your customers. So there are several things that you can just select from here if you want every information about them, but so that they will not be choked, so that it won't be too much for them. You can just ask for their name, their email, their address, and let's say their locality. Also, if you want it, any information that you feel is vital to you, just pick it. The country, the state, and a note. Maybe you want them to tell you something, or maybe something you just want to hear from them. That will be the note, and you go ahead and save. Always remember to save your work. The next thing we'll go to is settings. Okay, so settings. Maybe they need to do something. Please remember to note the shipping fee or something like that. Actually, you can leave this place very blank. Shipping fee, sorry, shipping. Okay, so you can leave it blank, but if you have anything you want to tell your customers so that they would know something that is important, something that it would help them. Okay, so you click on save it if you want to save that. Then the next thing is WhatsApp. This is the main deal. How do you want them to check out? How do you want to know that somebody is ordering for something? First thing is put the status, make sure it is active, make sure it is on, don't forget. Then now receive orders on. See this, receive orders on. The difference between this one and this two is that this Whatshash official number, the order will go to Whatshash, then Whatshash will send to you. Do you understand? Like the order will first go to Whatshash, then Whatshash will notify you. That's why it's recommended. The second one is your WhatsApp number. It means it will come to you straight. Do you understand? So I always recommend you to use this. Then put in your number. If you are someone who has more than one representative for your company, you can always put more than one number. You can always put more than one number. So let's say, and you add. Please make sure if when you put it, you can please remember to make sure it's active, okay? And then you save. Then the next thing is the mobile number of your customers. This is not your own mobile number. This is the mobile number of your customers. Now, first of all, it means should they input that mobile number when they want to order, like when they want to do the checkout. So always make sure this is at the status of active, especially if you are someone that is going to deliver, because if you are going to deliver a product, you have to call them to know that, okay, where are you, where should I put it or something, especially if it is doorstep delivery. Okay, then two, OTP verification. Actually, in most cases, pardon me, you don't need this. But the reason why you need OTP is because some customers can be very funny. Imagine if a customer wants to order a product, they've ordered, and then instead of putting maybe 9, they mistakenly put 8. That means if you call that number, you are not calling the customer. So for you to deliver that particular product, you have to be going all over internet, all over WhatsApp, so to say, and then the stress is on you. Who is the owner of this number? Something like that. You might not even get the person, and then the person will be like, okay, this person, she's a liar. She does not deliver. They will know that they are the ones that make the mistake. So why is OTP important? It means when you enable it and the customers put their number, Whatshash would send them an OTP to verify that, okay, the number that they imputed is right. So that is why I advise you to put this, save that, and then we'll go back. So we've dealt with all of this, okay? The next thing I want us to jump to now is settings. So settings for your product, the currency, then your store name. Please make sure it's active. Remember, make sure it's active, okay? Then the next one now, if you notice, you'll see that the only thing left here is the payment. The payment is very important. Excuse me, why would you want to have a store if you can't receive payment? So the payment is really important, but we can't deal with the payment in this video. It is a video itself because it's a very, very bulky, something. So I'll catch you in the next video talking about how you can receive your payment without any problem, without disturbing yourself. Okay. Awesome. Remember to subscribe if you got value out of this video. I'll see you in the next class.